It didn't stop to rain for a while, several hours. Then a polar front you can see coming from the north. We are looking at the direction of the west actually now, pushing the clouds toward the south. And you can see the movements of them in this zoom on the hill. And that is beautiful. I've rarely seen such a thing, probably never seen anything like this. Beautiful scenery. It's almost like as if we are in the Africa or somewhere like that. And we're viewing the coming of the, this kind of tropical storms every day coming and going. No, it is not that. This is a polar front, a weather front, cold one, like a syrup spreading from the north toward the south, pushing on its way the clouds which have the hotter or warm air, which creates and supports the vapor, pushing them away. That means we will have a clear night. It will be clear, but the result will be that we will have some turbulence in the upper atmosphere because this, pushing and pulling of the, creating waves in the ocean of the air atmosphere will be magnified when we're looking at the, looking through the telescope into the night sky. I'm preparing my telescope at this stage for looking at the moon with the SVBONY 3 to 8 millimeter zoom. I had one, I got another one, and that's it. I unboxed it. You have seen the video, and now we are going to Binoview with it and see how it is the performance. This is the view of the moon, as you can see, rising low enough that I can actually go straight through Japanese style to observe it. Nice. This is the, I think, 9-day or 10-day moon. And finally we have a clear sky. It means I'm going to watch it and enjoy it. And this is my favorite apochromatic telescope. This is a Skywatcher DS Pro ED. (900mm), 120mm diameter of the objective, 900mm is the focal length, and f ratio of 7.5. I have equipped it with a Maxbright-I Binoviewer from Baader, and now I'm going through with a pair of the SVBONY 3 to 8mm zoom eyepieces. So this is the 8mm setting of the SVBONY zoom. The crater you see to the center is Copernicus. Now this is with a 7mm. Of course, what I'm showing you is a cyclope or monocular, but I'm watching it with a Binoviewing ability, so I can see it better, almost in 3D as if. Okay, now I'm in the setting of the 6mm from both eyepieces, and the details are getting more visible. Of course, we had a polar front, the wind you could see blowing the clouds away. The atmosphere is not as clear as it should be. You can see the waviness as we go toward the higher magnification. Although this eyepiece at the 6mm beautifully can show the Bay of Rainbow, the details in it. So I'm enjoying that. Nice. Beautiful. Mare Imbrium and Bay of Rainbow and Plateau and part of the Apennine Mountains and Taurus and also Carpathian Mountains to the top of the center. This is getting better, 5mm setting and more details in the Bay of Rainbow and the Alpine Mountains and the Alpine Valley and the floor of the Bay of Rainbow, Sinus Iridum. Amazing details. That's the moon. That's the street light, a quasar LED light blinding the people. Beautiful 5mm setting of the eyepiece. And if I adjust it on the bright part, it shows more detail. So I tap on the camera on the bright part, for example, in the Alpine Mountains, and it just shows better details. Now the Bay of Rainbow is almost to the left of the center. Wow, 4mm setting and amazing views. Amazing clear. It's getting better and better every time I increase the magnification, and it just needs to rotate the the top of the eyepiece. So I prefer this to having individual eyepieces because first they will cost a lot, then logistically also you have to change it in the dark. Every time you change your eyepiece you put a risk of dropping them. That is a possibility. I'm not sure the 4mm beautiful 4mm Sinus Iridum. Okay, the moon is now hiding behind a tree, I think, or a cloud also. Yeah, it's behind a tree. That's the oak tree. So down to the 4mm was excellent. Although I was losing the quality of the image over that time, gradually as the tree was blocking more. So what you saw in the degradation of the image was probably because of the tree blocking the light of the moon. Anyway, I will go now to see if there is anything else to look at. Saturn probably. Beautiful view. Of course, the view with the eye is much more better. What you see here is nothing close to what you see with the view. This is the 8mm setting of the SVBONY zoom. The image is overexposed. That's the 4mm setting of the SVBONY zoom. Really good. Visually it's beautiful, like a Nirvana. Slightly less quality than the Nirvana, but really good. You can see some of the quality even in the video. Oh, image quality is excellent. I think that yeah, very close to the Nirvana 4mm. But that night with the Nirvana was very clear night. Tonight is not that clear. I could increase the magnification on that night to 450.